I finished Psychotic Obsession. And I'm going to start the Edge of Darkness trilogy today. In a couple hours, I have to drive to work, and it's about an hour drive there and an hour drive back, so I get some good audiobook time. It did take me a few days to read Psychotic Obsession, just because, not that it wasn't good, because it was incredible and I loved every second of it, but because I was not feeling great and I did not sleep, and I tried listening to it and I was like, I cannot focus on anything that's happening, so I put it down and instead doom scroll. But I am always a big proponent of a happily ever after. I don't like to read books that don't have a happily ever after, and I'm not even really a big fan of like a non-traditional HEA where like they don't end up together but they end up happy with other people, like, or they don't end up together because one of them's but this, if I'm gonna have a happily ever after, I want it to be like Psychotic Obsession, because it didn't feel like it wasn't happily ever after. Like, it did feel a little bittersweet, but it also still felt like a happily ever after, because yes, Arya and Tobias are not ending up together at the end of Psychotic Obsession, but spoiler alert, if you've read the Edge of Darkness trilogy, or not, if you've read the Web of Silence duet, you know that at the end of Little Liar it says that Arya and Tobias are together, which I've heard that Ewan has this really sad ending, and that sucks because I really liked Ewan. But it didn't feel like a happily ever after, because Tobias said straight up to her, like, marry Ewan, raise our kids with him, be happy with him, but when I get out, you're mine. And I loved that. I felt like that was peak, because that gave you the hope. Like, obviously she's like, he's in here for the rest of his life. He unalived like 5 people in the pursuit for her. Psycho crazy. But he still was like, you're mine. And I loved that, but also that he was like, I can't be there for you, so you should be with another person that he knows loves her. He knows that she loves Ewan and that Ewan loves her. I do feel a little sad for Ewan, because Ewan's marrying her knowing that, like, her heart, well, yes, it does belong kind of to Ewan, it also belongs to Tobias. Tobias and Arya are soulmates. I loved it. I swear though, if I had a baby daddy that unalived several people, drugged me, kidnapped me again, kidnapped my best friend, kidnapped my ex-boyfriend, unintentionally leading to the passing of my best friend, my house on fire, tried to unalive me because he was hallucinating and didn't realize I was me, was not on his meds, I would not be taking my kids to those monthly visitations. So good on Arya for that. I'd be like, I'd just be happy with Ewan, but I get it. There's so many people together. I loved them. I heard Ewan as a sad ending. Did I say that? I'm really sad. But I loved it. I loved everything about it. I loved the peek into the future. I loved the comment in the epilogue where they were trying to get him like transferred closer to home, so that like they didn't have to fly out to see their dad, slash the man that she loves. And they mentioned like Mr. Vise, the lawyer who just adopted 2 kids, because that's Olivia and Malachi, which I love the Web of Silence, but I don't understand why everybody hates Olivia. I loved Olivia. This book was everything. I loved this book so fucking much, guys. Perfect. Cannot wait to read it. And I'm glad that I read it first. Some people say don't read it first, but my sister said she liked it that way, and I trust her opinion more.